things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on another team from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Rebels will put total leather to crank us up. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Arkansas's offense will get first crack at it today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Quick release by the QB. Still on his feet at the 45. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Eakin. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
So now it's 2nd and long. The hand to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Trying to set up the screen. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. The Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will have its first possession of the game. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown.
And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defensive touchdown.
And how about this defense? Pinning their ears back, being aggressive near the goal line. They could smell it, maybe trying to get the safety, but even better, force the fumble, fall on top of it. Touchdown for this defense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The play fake on first down, wants to throw. Lets it fly. A strike downfield. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. How about that last big play? You're backed up, and now you've got it 1st and 10 from the 46. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Quickly complete. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll take a deep shot here. Touchdown, Ole Miss! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Steamrolls his way ahead. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Holds and fires complete to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Under fire. Here's caught downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Quick completion on the out route. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Razorbacks are rolling down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quick strike complete. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Razorbacks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contest.
Give him 6. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
Nice throw, nice catch, and I think we're going to see and hear a lot of that guy to that guy. A touchdown catch in game 1, now a touchdown catch in game 2. They're going to continue to find that playmaker throughout this season.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Finds his target down the middle. And they're able SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road, bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. First down for this offense. They want to throw it. Makes the grab. Push down for the tackle.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, goes and gets a first down.
Unloads to the right. Wide open downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Using the quick game. There he goes. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. And the Rebels started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart, and he's right.
Touchdown, Rebels! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Egan. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Crosses the 30. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He wants to go deep. Into double coverage, and he picked it off.
Great zone coverage in the back end by this defense. A lot of eyeballs on the quarterback. Great job. The ball comes out, and you can see, Jesse, that defensive secondary on a string, break on the football, and they go force the INT.
And that's what this defense wants to do. They want to win 1st and 2nd down, bring their dime personnel on the field 3rd and long, play that zone defense. There's nowhere for you to throw the football, and they get a critical takeaway.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it on the run. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He'll throw it. Just couldn't quite stay in bounds while making that grab. It's incomplete. Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on first down, but the defense was ready. Going to swing it on second down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum, it plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the owner.
To the air on second down. Finds his back in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Razorbacks line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Fayetteville. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good competitive game so far. Hey, don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Razorback Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. We're all locked up here in the third quarter as he's set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Finds his tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Razorbacks in a good spot here with second and short. Unloads quickly. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Razorbacks look to do some damage in the red zone. Looking to throw on first down. Hit as he throws. Makes the grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Touchdown, Arkansas! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard punt. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. He'll start this drive firing. He's got him. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wants to go up top on first down. Working that left side now. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And an empty backfield here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They just keep firing. Buying some time. He'll get rid of it. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. This time it's complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He's got his man. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And the Rebels didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They're working that left side.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Rebels will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Might have led him a little too far. He's able to make the catch, but can't get the feet down in bounds. It'll fall incomplete. A little creativity on 1st down, but it doesn't work. It'll be 2nd down. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Wide out trying to get it in. The receiver will not get it to the sticks. It'll be 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Rebels will try to pick it up on 4th down. A run for the quarterback. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Pressure situation for the offense down there close on 4th and goal. So many different ways you can go about it. And they just put it in the quarterback's hands. They let him figure it out. He shows off his athleticism, and he finds the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Eakin. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
I I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Eakin. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the left. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. I formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win. But today, though, you have got to be able to throw if you're going to win. You think about all the great offensive play callers now in the SEC, all the Heisman Trophy winners that have played recently at the QB position. You got to do it through the air, and this guy in Arkansas gives them a chance.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Caught behind the line. It's Lanning. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Razorbacks are flying down the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Nice move, creates some space. Still making moves. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll run it on first and goal. He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Now on the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Razorbacks! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. The Rebels with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Time to take a shot. He's got it down the left. Here he goes. Touchdown, Rebels. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. The extra point here would tie the game. And he knocks it through. Tie here in the fourth quarter.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Hold and finds his man on the leg. Showing off that weight room work as he gets across the 20 and up to the 22. Line getting set on second down. Motion from the wideout. Reads it, fires complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Razorbacks line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Razorbacks will call on their punt team. Here's the return. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense. He's taking the shot. He caught it. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the RPO, complete. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. And the Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The play action fake. Here comes the heat. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the offense obviously already in bad field position. The defense can smell blood in the water. Just look at the defenders pin their ears back and get after this quarterback. Wow.
Caught near the sideline. It's Eakin. Out of bounds at the 22. And just like that, they're out of trouble. The Razorbacks decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Wants to bring it back. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now.
And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. That big play has them in business. First and 10 inside the 20. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Nice job by this defense stringing along the option, not letting him make a decision right away, and that's why they could corral to the football, get him on the ground, and make sure that option didn't get...
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Rush is on him. Going to try to get it himself.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
He's going to run it. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry-up.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The Razorbacks have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Caught in the backfield. It's Eakin. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. He wants a big play here late. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Just keeps slinging it. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. And the Razorbacks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Bringing the heat. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play. So nice job in coverage.
Breaks into the open. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Got it! And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and goal. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Quickly complete. And they knock him down in the backfield. Outstanding play by the defense. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown, and you've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The give on the inside. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.